want to do today is I want to show you two cook kits. Although they both serve the purpose of having some food out on the trail, they're very, very different. I like to bring both of them depending upon which trip I'm going to go on. But let's just jump in real quick and take a look at the contents of both of them. Okay.
What you got? Not a lot. Sail away my thoughts. So watch them curls fly. Watch those dresses twirl around those pants. Oh, I wish I didn't say I could dance. When it's 7 by Breen to Aberdeen, shake your shit and shine, oh shine up your
What I've got laid out here is the contents of my lightweight cook kit. This is the one that I'm probably going to be bringing on the Northville Placid Trail, and I showed that one in the video that I did a little bit ago. This is a pretty basic cook kit, very lightweight. There's not a whole lot of special things about it. Let's start with the pot stand. I think actually the pot stand might be the only thing that's unique or different about this. This is a nice little addition. I just take an extra piece of Foster's can and I cut it so that it still gives air in the first half of the first gap of the hardware cloth. Acts as my windscreen, but it just clips on. That's the nice part about it. It stays right there, never leaves. And it works real well. The second component is just a cut down Foster's can that I pressed a ring into, and I added some 1/8 inch fiberglass wicking. Here, where I press the ring in, I make it so that it's about 4 inches, so that when I fill 2 cups of water, 2 cups of water comes right up to that. So it kind of gives me an eyeball to measure for a lot of the Mountain House and Packet Gourmet meals. Up under here, this is my 1 cup line, so I start the fiberglass wick wrap at 1 cup. So it just gives me an eyeball. This is a little V8 1 can stove that I make. This is just my knockoff attempt at a stove, trying to replicate the stove that Tinny makes. And carbon felt on the inside. I use the rivet nut, drill the holes, apply the primer wick, and nothing too spectacular or nothing different there. It's just it's a DIY. It's kind of neat and fun to have done your own stuff. So those two components, place it, and I'm off and running. I'm boiling. It's simple. There's nothing complicated about it. It's very lightweight. This also allows me to use it as a drinking cup. I can have coffee out of it. It's small, it works pretty well. This is just a 4-cup plastic, food safe, Target brand, microwave safe, dishwasher safe cup. And for me, it's a real simple. I place my dry contents of my food into there, wait for the water to boil, and I'm kind of off and running. I eat right out of this, I rehydrate out of this. It's very easy to kind of put the top back on it, shake it, get it cleaned out pretty good. I bring a little piece of ShamWow and some different size fuel bottles. I always try to have a 1 ounce fuel bottle with me just because it makes for a little bit easier measuring. All right, let's take a look at all of this stuff and see what all this stuff amounts to. So again, this kit, it's much more complex. There's a lot more to it. Let's take a look at the contents that I've got here. Piece of carbon felt. This is my solo stove, my wood burner. This is 9 ounces. So this is the heaviest item in this kit. It really brings the weight up. I like it, it's fun, but it is heavy. This is just a 12 centimeter Imusa with a Mini Bull design lid that I use. Pretty simple. Again, pot cozy, nothing that everybody doesn't already have. Good for rehydrating. Life is good. This is how I'm doing. This is how I'm doing a lot of my nighttime meal cooking. In the morning, I don't use those parts as much. I'll use this as a pot stand. I'll use my knockoff Mini Atomic, just the 1 can with the wing nut, and I've got a 12-ounce DIY Foster. Same thing, I fill it right there. It's just over 12 ounces. Heat up my water, have a little coffee. I never do a hot breakfast. Very rarely do I ever do a hot breakfast. When I'm all done, I'm good to go. Let's weigh these real quick. Let's just see what they come in at. So the bigger kit comes in at 19.3 ounces. So pretty heavy, but there's a lot in there. You know, it's more of a fun kit. I like that kit. I wouldn't use it for real long trips if I'm really trying to watch my weight, watch my waistline. But there's a lot of fun stuff in that kit. This one comes in at 5.3. So 5.3 ounces as opposed to 19.3 ounces. Longer trips, if I just want to eat and don't want to be too taxing on myself, I'm going to go with the smaller cook kit.
Dance night away.